Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Channel Update News. We're gonna play some Wario Woods. Just while I go over some things. First thing I want to start by saying is I appreciate everybody who's subscribed to the channel. It's crazy to me that I've hit double digits. I hope you're enjoying your time here. I really appreciate your stay. So, to get started, the first week of Pokemon Red is gone over with a video every day of Pokemon Red. The series is kind of turning out to be a little long, so I think I'm gonna just make multiple videos of, like, you know, not multiple videos, but you know what I mean, like do another series alongside it, just so that it doesn't get like you know, a little monotonous for some people. And I also understand, because it's a role-playing game, not everybody's going to be into it, not everybody's into Pokemon, you know. That's just how things are. It's no big deal. Like, so I'm going to be working on a second series. I've already recorded the technical next series. It's not really like a series in of itself. It's more like a continuation of one that's already going on, and that's, you know, the Mario Kart one. I did Mario Kart 64. It was only a couple episodes, so that should be coming out sometime after this update video. And just like I was saying with, like, you know, Mario, I said before with it, you know, it's kind of like, it's going to be like a short series. I'm not really going to like go into too many like Mario Karts. It's just every so often I'll do the Mario Kart series. Was going to do it, like I said previously, after I finished the other one, like finished Luigi's Mansion, and then, like, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate a little bit, but after Mario, Luigi's Mansion, and then Mario 64, I was gonna do it. But now I'm finishing it out. Like, it's gonna come up. It's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna start another game that I've never knew existed. Came out in August. I'm not gonna really say what the name is. It's just a game that I ended up like finding ended up finding it on the eShop, and then was just kind of like, I don't know what this game is. So I saw the cover art for it, and it just kind of captured my imagination, and I saw the actual well, I read a little bit of the synopsis, and I read that, you know, what the genre of the game is, and I was like, well, that's real interesting. So, you know, I'll go ahead and get it and do a playthrough of it. Like I said, I've never played it. I don't know anything about it, so it's going to be blind. And because of that, that means that, like, I'm not even sure if it's gonna be, you know, I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna be a full series or how long the series is gonna run. It might be a one-off or two-off. That's something that I guess will be stated in the actual title of the video, as well as it's like gonna be in the it's going to be in the title of the video. It's also going to be... Oh, I didn't want to do that. It's going to be in the title of the video, and it's going to be, like, probably a generic one-size-fit-all, like, one-off, two-off type of thumbnail. But if it has its own tailor-made thumbnail, that means that, like, it was more than just... it is going to be its own series, you know. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm excited to play it because like I said, I thought the premise was interesting, and I've never played it at all, and it'll be my first blind playthrough that I did for the channel. So I thought it would be really nice to like experience that and like share that with you all. Is that just a blind playthrough? So I'm not going to know what to do, not going to know where to go. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but hey, you know, that's part of the fun, is just being able to like make the experiences. And we might not be experiencing it exactly at the same time, but like, you know, watching the video of me do it, and then like watching the video of me play the game and everything, even though I'll already know what's going to happen and it's already been experienced, that doesn't change that it's still like a shared experience, you know. Like it'll still be one of those experiences that like, you know, we can say that we experienced it together, you know, for the first time, even though it's already done. Oh no, here's Wario. I expected he'd show up by now. I'm not exactly playing as good as I normally would. Admittedly, you know, I used to play this game to death and back. You know, Wario is my favorite Nintendo character. And he used to have a mohawk, which was like really cool. A lot of people, I think, don't know about that, actually. That like, you know, Wario had his like mini Wario state, like how Mario and Luigi have their small states, and his state had like a mohawk, and that was really cool. I used to have a Warrior Stripe mohawk when I was younger. I think I've already said something about that before, and I might have actually, now that I think about it, I might have actually talked about Wario's mohawk. Oh man. But might have already talked about Wario's mohawk, but you know, it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Kind of wish he still had it, but whenever his hat's off now, it's a full head of hair. But to get back to the point, like, yeah, so I'm gonna have 2 videos playing, or 2 series going at the same time, just so that the people who aren't really into like role-playing games don't have to feel, you know, bored or upset or anything like that. If they don't want to watch it, that's fine. You know, there's going to be other things going on. Because it's a longer series, I reckon it's going to be one of those things that like, since it's a longer series, I think it's going to be one of those things that I'm just like, you know, I feel like it's a good idea to have a second series going on at the same time. As previously said, I don't know if it will continue to be 2 videos or 2 different series at the same time, unless like, you know, I don't know, I could probably manage 2 at a time. I don't think it's going to be too difficult. I know eventually the trend of a lot of Let's Players is to, the trend of a lot of Let's Players are to, eventually do 2 series at the same time, just for variety and everything like that. I think I can manage it. I don't think that's going to be a big deal, especially with Pokemon, because I've already got a decent amount of it recorded and the thumbnails already done. You know, as you know, because I've already had like episodes of it air, so it's already, you know, underway, so it's not going to be too difficult for me to do more than the 1 series. And So yeah, I mean, like it's going really good so far. I really like the way it's turning out. I hope you end up enjoying it as much as I do. And so got that other series gonna be coming out pretty soon after the Mario Kart 64 one is done. Once it's done, you know, that's it for Mario Kart for a while, because like I previously stated, I'm not trying to do Mario Kart all the time. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to do Mario Kart all the time. If I can get that blue bomb, if Toad can just chill out. There we go. If I could do, you know, with Mario Kart, I just want to do that every so often. It's not like something I want to do all the time. You know, just in case I need a quick little series to pop up or something like that. But yeah, so I might continue the trend of doing 2 series at a time. We shall see. But right now, I think the answer is probably yes, unless I start to feel a little burnt out. If I end up feeling a little burnt out, then I will definitely, you know, just be like, kind of let that be known of like, hey, I'm going to take a step back from doing so many series at the moment. But yeah, so, and I'll probably do, I don't know if I'll do like, when I do a longer series, if it's always going to be a role-playing game. I mean, it could just be like, you know, I do Ocarina of Time or something, because that game's pretty long. And, you know, Ocarina of Time's one of those games that everybody seems to really love, you know, and understandably so. It's a classic. It's a masterpiece. So I can totally understand, you know, this is why people love seeing the game. And I'm going to enjoy playing it when the time comes. I really want to go ahead and do a playthrough of it, but, and I said something about it before, I know I have, about like not really knowing if I should, because there's a lot of other playthroughs from other people going on. And I think the consensus I had at the end of like that train of thought was just, oh man, you couldn't give me a pink one? I think my consensus at the end of that one was just kind of like, well, if I'm waiting for like the perfect time because like, you know, everybody else is playing it, then like, you know, there's always going to be an ongoing playthrough, I think. So my consensus of that was just, I should probably just go ahead and do it. But that being said, because Pokemon is turning out to be, you know, a series that's taken up some time and to do, I don't want to do more than one long series at a time. Now I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else in this channel update? Oh yeah, I do. I want to talk about my X account. I've talked about it before, but I haven't really, you know, started having the link anywhere yet. You know, I might go back and add it to a few of the upcoming ones that haven't aired yet, but, you know, because they're set up to air, but like they're, you know what I mean, or like the ones that have aired recently as well, as like I might like go back and add it in. But I have an X account. It is an account that, you know, I do some updates and stuff on from time to time, where I don't feel like it's an update warranting an entire video. I actually just recently found out about the Donkey Kong Land games being brought to the Switch, and I you know, made a comment about that, about how like, you know, I'm gonna do a playthrough of those at some point. It's probably not going to be right away or immediate, but I do plan on doing a playthrough of... Man, you messed it up. I do plan on doing a playthrough of the Donkey Kong Land games, because I've only really played the first one, admittedly, which is a shame because I always wanted to play the I always did want to play the other two, but like, you know, you got to put the pink one over there, dude. I always wanted to play them, but I never had them. I had never had an opportunity to get them, so this is going to be cool. Those are also going to be blind playthroughs, by the way. And who knows, maybe I just don't know if I want to do another Pokemon. I just don't know if I want to do another Donkey Kong game so quickly. Compared to like when I just kind of did the first one not too long ago. Cool. So I really love Donkey Kong and the Donkey Kong Country series, but I can understand if that's a little fatiguing for some people. If like I play like several Donkey Kong Country games or Donkey Kong-esque games, like I get it. So like, you know, I'll probably refrain from doing it anytime. Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm lying about that. I'll probably do it after the next series airs, because I was literally debating putting it on hold. I still have to record it. I haven't recorded any of it. I haven't done the thumbnail or anything of it. I don't even know if it's going to be more than a 1 or 2 off at this moment, like I've already said in this video. So it's subject to change by the time I do it, because I've already, like, the moment I found out that they were like brought to the Switch, I was like, you know, I mean, I could postpone it, but like I've already kind of made up my mind that I want to do this mystery game that I've been alluding to. Just simply because, like, you know, it does sound really cool and I kind of want to play it. Like, it's a game I actually want to play, to find out what it's all about. So, you know, like, so it is a game that I do actually want to play to find out what it's about. So, oh man, that dang egg over there, it's probably going to be like blue or something, right? Of course. And of course he spawns all of them. But, you know, I do want to know what it's about. I do want to experience it, and I think it would be nice to play it. So, even if it's a 1-off or a 2-off, it'll be pretty cool. And then Donkey Kong Land's happening, you know what I mean? Like, it's happening at some point, you know, so I still haven't fully just, like, made up my mind. I don't know, maybe I'll do Turok the Dinosaur Hunter, who knows? I love that game, too, so it's like, I just want to branch out a little bit into, like, something I'm not really super familiar with, because, like, so far I've played, and there's nothing wrong with this, obviously, but so far I've just played games that, like, I have pretty familiar, intimate knowledge of, and, like, you know, I think that's allowed me to, like, be able to have a good time with it, and, like, you know, commentate and stuff without it being too much of an issue. Because I can concentrate pretty easily on the game because I played it a lot, you know, like, I'm struggling a little bit in this video to concentrate, but that was kind of my concern about doing it with this game, because I notice I have repeated myself a lot, just simply because it's like, of course you spawn all of them again. I've repeated myself a lot just because I'm like trying to focus on playing this game. But this is a game that I'd like to do another 1-off, 2-offs of kind of deal, you know? Sometime in the future. But I'll have to think about it because, like I said, like it's been going on, like I'm having a little bit trouble actually like figuring out, not really figuring out, but I'm having a little trouble concentrating on like commentary and like the game itself, and that's just kind of how it is. But you know, I'd like to show off the game a little bit more, so this might be a first part to a 2 or 3 part, you know, showing off the game series. Now they're doing that where like it takes more than one hit. But I will show off here in a second because I'm gonna wrap the video up because, like, you know, it's already at that time. But here in a moment I am gonna show, I think, the other mode. Like, the other mode, holy crap, dude, like, has some of the best, most epic music. It's kind of ridiculous how epic it gets at times. And one of the things I will say, I almost forgot to mention it, but I always thought that the color palette in this game kind of reminded me of chiclets. Does anybody know what chiclets are? Do they remember what chiclets are? They're like little, like, candies you'd get out of like a gotcha machine. Well, not candy. It's specifically bubble gum. And it would be like multiple colored. It was like little, like kind of square pieces. And you could get, like, you know, a handful of them, like, at like I said, all those little like gotcha type machines where it was like you put a quarter in and then like you put a quarter in and then you can get like I said, a handful of it for like a quarter. They always kind of reminded me of that because they always have that, like, they have that palette, that color palette, like I was saying. And I know sometimes they came in like just white, and not multiple colored, but like the multiple colored had, like, you know, different like fruit flavor and stuff to it. And so, like, that was, you know, that's always what this kind of reminded me of. And they were, I mean, they were kind of good. It was kind of one of those things that it was like, you know, oh man, it has to be the yellow one. It has to be all of them, doesn't it? They were good, but like at the same time, they were not really anything really worth writing home about. I'm probably not gonna. Oh, I got 2. The coins, you can get up to 5. It really depends on how fast you're going in it. But like, yeah. So I'm going to reset and show this one off. I'm probably just gonna do easy mode because I'm already struggling with concentrating and like commentary. But man, listen to this music. It is some of the most epic music, dude. Especially when it really goes into like the, I guess you would call it, is it the bridge or the chorus? I don't know. It's about to happen. Well, never mind. I beat the game, guys. But yeah, it's pretty epic. There's another one of those. I talked about it in Kirby's Dream Course. This is another one of those games that, like, every time I play it, I think of My Neighbor Totoro, because I used to just play the game and watch My Neighbor Totoro on like repeat. The Fox Presents version, which I think is the better version over the Disney one. No shade to the Fannings or anything like that, but like, I just think it's a better, you know, version of the dub. I think that because it's translated pretty literally and not like like a translation that's more of an interpretation, I think a lot of people think it's bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that up there, right? Yeah. I think a lot of people think it... Oh, it's going to do the work for me. I think a lot of people think it's bad because of that, but like if you actually pay attention to the voice dubs in it, like in my opinion, like, you can tell the experience of like the voice talents because like they actually sound like, you know, there's actual stakes, and they actually sound like there's actual like like oh, he got me, didn't. Like, there actually does seem like there's like whoa, like there's one of the Joey Lawrence, was that it? I can't remember. I know it's not Fatone. I know it's not Joey Fatone. But anybody from the 90s knows who I'm talking about with the whoa. But yeah. Yeah, you can just, to me, you can just kind of tell that, the voice sound. Oh, he almost got me. Oh, it was a close call there, buddy. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's pretty night and day that, like, they have the experience of, like, enough world experience to, like, actually convey, like, this is how these characters would act in this moment. And, you know, I mean, if you don't like it and you like the Disney dub, that's your business. Like, I'm not... Pick it up, Toad. Pick it up, put it down. Move, move, move.
Cool. Sweet.
You know, like what you like, that's fine. But, you know, let's just do a quick recap because I'm going to wrap up the video. Appreciate everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Pokemon Red has just started. I finished the first week. Mario Kart 64 is going to come up next alongside Pokemon Red. I'm going to alternate videos. You know, I'm not going to have 2 Pokemon Reds and then 2 of whatever the else is. I'm going to alternate them so that, like, you know, if you're not really that interested in Pokemon Red, but you watch the other series, it's not going to feel like you have to wait super long for it. And for at least for the time being, I'm going to do 2 series at a time until at least Pokemon Red's done with. I might continue that. We'll see. So that's, you know, the quick recap. I have an X account if you want to stay up to date on smaller updates to the channel and reminders of when a video is like uploaded, because I know that YouTube isn't always that great about notifications. I do post, like, when the video is live, I do post it. And so if you want to, I'm not going to twist your arm about it. If you want to, links in the description. You can follow it if you want to. But if you watch the video, I appreciate it. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.